Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in Return of the Obra Dinn. I guess just hit the begin button, and yeah, they always save here. Playtime 2 hours. Thanks, Stream Elements. 3 fates solved, and let's continue. Probably gonna have to take a moment to get my bearings and stuff, and remember where I was, what was happening. Yeah, incidentally, I have a different pair of headphones on today. I hate these headphones. The ones that I was using before, the right channel suddenly cut out. The weird part is it's the second time it's happened, and previously they resumed working just as mysteriously as they stopped working, and then they stopped working again. So I don't know what's going on with them. I figured I'm gonna use these backup headphones. I like the thing that bugs me the most about these headphones is they pinch my ears, which is painful and uncomfortable. And plus I don't know, they muffle the sound in a weird way, which is disconcerting. Just don't like them. And I can't find headphones like the ones that I had anywhere. Anyway. What am I doing? Okay, so this guy got crushed by the cannon. Yeah, because they're retracing steps, trying to remember where we left off. Because there was a kraken out in the water. Some tentacled beast reached in the window, offset the aim of the cannon, crushed this dude over here. The cannon was already. Oh, hey, Crazy Kelly, you're welcome stream. How's it going? Who up Obra Dinn, yeah. The feeling of the slightly too small headphones, yeah. I tried taking a couple pairs of pliers to them and like physically bend the metal so that it isn't pinching them so much. I think it helped. I don't know. Maybe it needs more work. I don't know. These are the headphones I've been using for over a decade. I don't even remember when I got these. These have been very nice headphones. They've got duct tape all over them because they're like falling apart because they're so old. But they're good headphones, and I really like them. And I hope they magically fix themselves like they did before. I don't know, like before, like jiggling the cable suddenly made them went click and then came back on again. Like I don't know if there's a loose connection or what. I don't want to like golden goose them and try like cutting them open and see if I can, see if I can, there's some way I can open it up and like restore whatever connection it is, because all kinds of ways that can go wrong if I attempt to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, can I bring up the yeah, so this dude was crushed by a loose cannon. Blasted by an explosion. Like all this happened in this space of a second. Okay, so some soul was blasted with a cannon by a terrible beast. Who is this? How did they die? Let's go. Yeah, here's a curious thing. This page has 2 listings here, which seems to suggest that 2 people died at the same time, because I'm noticing the pattern that every snapshot that this thing takes is somebody's death. Like this magic pocket watch with the skull insignia on it appears to only capture people's like last moment when they die. So it seems to suggest that 2 people died at the same time. 4 others were present. Yeah, torn apart piece. This one clubbed by the captain. This guy hasn't died yet, at least we haven't seen his death yet. This one just says unknown. Yeah, it would seem that he's one of the people here. Okay, let's just like retracing steps. Okay, so Tentacle reached in, grabbed the cannon, crushed a dude against the side of the ship. Cannon fired, hit this guy. Like, blast with a cannon by a terrible beast. And apparently this guy died at the same time. Did he also get hit by the cannon? I feel like I didn't identify him. But yeah, after that happened, yeah, the cannon, the recoil from the cannon made it smash through the wall here and hit this cannon, knocked it loose. It rolled back and crushed this guy here. Yes, brings old meaning to the phrase "loose cannon." Okay, so let me just. So this is the latest one in the timeline. So let's go back to this guy here. Yeah, so this is the later part of the timeline where the cannon's already smashed through the wall. And, like... Yeah, so I don't know enough about him to identify him or anything. Yeah, there's debris flying. Like, that cannon smashed through the wall is still in midair, it looks like. Like, this happened in the dialogue that accompanied this feels a little misleading. It feels like this all happened in the space of a second. But yeah, this guy here though. It says 4 others were present, so we know third mate Martin Parrott was there. These 2 guys. And this guy, okay. Where is that guy? Because there's Martin Parrott, right? Third mate, climbing over debris and stuff. How is this guy over here? How is he over here when in the other snapshot he was way over here? Like he was huddled in the corner. How curious. I don't know what that means, or if it means anything. I'm just kind of wondering some things aloud here. But yeah, these are the 2 guys. The other 2 that were present. Okay, if I come out of this memory here. Also, I'm just going to take a second to exit Discord. Don't need that running there. I don't know if it contributes to like OBS screwing up and crashing or whatever, but I don't want to take the chance. Okay, and then if I take, pardon me, excuse me, if I take a look at this guy, this is the guy that got shot by the cannon. And yeah, so this is early, it's part 4, and whereas the other one said part 5. So. So yes, this is the guy that I determined was blasted with the cannon by the terrible beast. But where's the other guy that died at the same time? Because it doesn't appear to be this guy. That's the beanie guy from earlier. This is the guy that knifes and ends up knifing the captain later on. This tattooed guy is here, curiously. And again, this big burly guy is down. This is part of what confused me. Like, he's down on the floor over here, but in the next snapshot, which presumably, like, the fact that the cannon still appeared to be airborne made me think that it was like a space of a second passed, but it has to have been a lot more time that had elapsed, because this guy had to have time. He had to have time to move all the way over here. But seriously, where's the other guy that died? Could he be... Could he have been, like, hit through the hole in the wall here or something? Because it's not this guy, right? Like, if I do an Inception moment and go back further, part 3 of 8. So he's getting crushed by the beast here, and I listed them as being crushed by the beast. Is this the guy? So this is the other guy that got killed at the same time as this guy. Because this is the guy that's shot by cannon. Did it like, I couldn't find him. This is part of what confused me. Like, I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him in the next snapshot. Like, where was he? Did he get blasted out the window? Maybe. Did I neglect to look out the window or something? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing something here. I'll move on to the other areas of the ship soon. I'm just... Okay, seriously, let's go back to this one. Let's just skip over the... the sound effects have to continue. Where is he? Like, I only see one body here, and it's this guy. What happened to him? There should be a second body here, right? I'm not losing my mind, right? Like, the snapshot from like 1 second earlier, he was, like, both of them were in front of the cannon, and here the cannon's firing. Shot and beast. Oops. So I push tab while holding the right mouse button and then hit escape. It takes me back here. This guy was I don't understand why he's not visible in this snapshot here. If he was when he was there in the previous one, like clearly it happened in the space of a second. Like he should have been there. He should be visible here. So confused. 4 others were present. It lists him as being here, but I don't see him. What am I missing? Like, I want to open the door and see if, like, his body's in there or something. Like, somehow, I don't know, maybe he got blasted through a hole in the wall or something. Or did he go out the window? I don't see him out there, though. I see what looks like a bit of tentacle. Am I spending too long on this? Maybe. Like, is he under the cannon? Like, the body... It highlighted for a second. Where's your hitbox? Yeah, this is just highlighting the guy that was crushed, and we already knew about that. It's like his body just vanished. I'm so confused. I mean, should I just infer that he was shot by the cannon too, even though I can't see his body? He's wrapped around, like the tentacles wrapped around him. He's being held against the... Yeah, maybe I'm spending too long in this, and I'll just come back to this later. I want to put a question mark next to his name, say, shot by cannon? Question mark? I don't know. It's strange. It's just strange that can't find his body. Can I open this door? Yeah, I took out of game notes while playing this. Yeah, do it the old school way. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s and 90s when we played like adventure games and such back then. We had to take our own notes. Weren't places for in-game notes back then. We did, yeah. There's a hole here where the cannonball hit. Yeah, I don't know. Stuck on something. Here we go. The door auto-closed. There's a knife here? Are we about to leave the Doom and come back to another instant? Another incident, I mean? Well, let's see what happened to this guy. Or this individual.
Oh no, you're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye,
to pull him back, to save him.
you tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit.
Is that all a pool of blood? Yikes. Okay, so this unknown soul, his face appears blurred throughout the book. So that means I can't identify him, right? This blurring indicates that you don't yet have sufficient information to determine their identity. Trying to name them while their face is blurred would be unproductive. I wasn't trying to name, I was trying to carry on and pay attention. Oh, now the game's scolding me. I'm getting scolded by ship's surgeon Henry Evans. His faces will become unblurred when the information necessary to identify them has been revealed in some way. Yes, thank you, game. I figured that out. I was trying to click on it to bring up the other options for saying how he died. I mean, he's slumped over like he's dead, and we've determined that this pocket watch thing. Hold on. Depicted in Justice Sea sketch, show memories on deck map, bookmark memory, first memory. This is the first time we've seen him. Oh wait, this appears in 3 memories, but I guess it counts the Justice at Sea sketch as one of the memories. Does that mean 3 so far, or 3 total, and I've only found 2 of them? Or bookmark? Should I be bookmarking these as I go along? What does this button mean? I thought it was auto bookmarking them. How about this guy? Who's he? I feel like I've seen this guy before. Oh, right. Okay. So it's the first mate. It's William Hoscut again. Okay. So he's oh, okay. So he got stabbed, apparently, by somebody. Let's pull you up now. Oh, right, new section. Escape. It's part 9. So this is later in the timeline, I guess? So, like, this is appears to be after the Doom. Yeah, this is after because the Doom happened. When did the Doom happen? There's Escape. And there's Bargain. There's Doom. What does it say about the Bargain? Chapter remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me, Henry Evans. Okay. Yeah, and the Doom is before that. Assuming these take place in chronological order, or they're listed in chronological order, which isn't really completely certain, really. It suggests that. I mean, the last section is called The End. This is where the captain died. So some kind of mutiny took place. There was a scuffle over some shells, question mark. Captain may have been last man standing. I mean, unless some other people are still alive, which we don't know about, which is also still possible. But yeah, so This feels like it is, could be. There were other conflicts that led up to the mutiny, or something. I don't know. But it appears that they were stabbed. I mean, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. There's a knife on the ground that doesn't, and a pool of blood. But maybe I think I want to see about getting more information before I do that. And of course, it's doing the twitchy stopwatch thing. I'm kind of curious. He's still blurred. Oh, more bodies. This guy's got a club in hand. This is the beanie guy, right? Yeah. Is my imagination, or is he no longer blurred? The fact that he's no longer blurred means, according to the game's rules, it means that I can identify him. So that seems, in turn, to suggest to me that Brennan, bring the surgeon's cut. That's like the names mentioned here. Tell Pete's mother I try my best to pull him back to save him. You tell her yourself. Brennan, bring the surgeon's kit. Presumably, that seems to suggest that being a guy is Brennan. If this game has decided that I have enough information to establish his identity. Hold on. I need to bring up the crew manifest. So who's Brennan? He's going to be one of the crew members. Did I miss it? Did I scroll past Brennan? Yeah, these gosh darn headphones are pinching my ears. I hate it. I didn't see. Hold on. I didn't see a Brendan when scrolling through. Am I missing something here? There you go. There you go. Henry Brennan. So you called him by his surname. I was looking at the first names, given names, and I guess that threw me. Yeah, Henry Brennan. I think this guy might be Henry Brennan. I mean, since there are two other people present, like Mr. First Mate could have been referring to either one of them, but the game unblurred him, so I'm gonna take that to mean that he's the one that's Brennan. Heck are these guys? Oh. It's the guy that was carrying the guns in the other scene. And this guy again. Welp. Anyway, let's see where this thing takes me. Over to this guy, I guess. Inception. Okay, go ahead, do your Donnie Darko line. Alright, what happened to this individual? Got to the loop around the pillar for style points. Exactly. Yeesh. You just clubbed him over the head, eh? Hard enough to kill him, apparently. And who's this? It's this guy again. Going, what's all this then? With just a friggin' pool of... not just a pool of blood, a trail of blood, apparently. Who's this? Crawling on the floor seems to suggest that this is his blood. This... poor guy. And presumably this is thing's about to do another Inception move moment. Anyway, yeah, don't know who this guy is, but apparently he got clubbed. Not by an unknown attacker, by Brennan. By Henry Brennan. Don't know his identity yet. Does he have a pistol in his hand? I guess so. Alright, do your Inception thing. We're gonna find what happened to this guy now. Yeah, the guy's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hey, how are you liking the Obra Dinn? It's pretty cool. Takes up some amount of brain power. I have to... I have to have some measure of focus while trying to piece this stuff together. Anyway, here's another body. Let's check this guy out. Also, check your Discord DMs right quick. Oh, hold on.
Mutiny! Mutiny! Bastard!
Oh! Oh, point blank shot. Oh gosh. Well, I mean, it seems we found the moment that they started planning the mutiny. Someone found out and... Okay. Sorry, hold on a second. You say I should check my Discord DMs? I actually I closed Discord, so I'm gonna have to reopen it. You said right quick, which suggests a note of urgency, so I'm gonna trust that there's some measure of urgency in this and take a look at what's going on here. Bear with me. Gosh darn it. Yeah, someone's... Yeah, there's a spam bot on my Discord server. Shoot. Well, this is awkward. Okay, let me just... Sorry, bear with me, folks. Let me just... I need to do something real quick. Can I... Is it copy message? No, copy message link. I just want to report this thing to Discord before I delete everything. Do. There are a whole bunch of them. I don't think there's any. Probably no point in reporting all of them. Gosh darn it! How do I? Sorry, bear with me, folks. Sorry about this. I'm just gonna ban them. Yeah, just delete all message history. Suspicious spam account. There we go. Bye bye. That should do it. Okay. All right. Crisis averted. I guess I don't need this open here after all. All right. Yeah. Thanks for bringing it to my attention, Diablo. Yeah. For the record, you do have moderator powers on my server, Diablo. Like you do. I trust your you can deal with obvious spam bots, which are obvious yourself, incidentally. Anyway, this yeah, so this is it's this guy again. And he got clubbed by Brennan. They had that. Oh. Okay, so Brennan, aka Beanie Guy, is among the mutineers. Like he's the one that got into the scuffle and the captain in the end sequence. So that seems to imply, and since like Brennan immediately killed this guy after he shot this guy, that suggests that this guy here is also one of the mutineers. On the aft gun deck. Anyway, so he was shot by a gun. For now, I think it has to say an unknown attacker. No, Captain cannot be trusted. You have a plan? Yes, we take ship, sail east, trade wretched fish and shells for gold. Oh, who's there? Mutiny, mutiny! French bastard, no! Blam. Uh-oh. Man, oh man. Okay, so this is just a chain reaction of deaths here. Okay. Alright, do your thing. Stopwatch, or pocket watch. So where's the body that I'm trying to track down here? Has to be close by, right? Are these doors openable? No? Up the stairs? What the heck? What the heck? He's being tossed overboard? Presumably is he about to get drowned? Yeah, instantly. I was reviewing my recording from the other day, and I kept mixing up the bow and stern of the ship because every time that it went into a flashback, it reoriented itself, and sometimes the edges of the ship weren't visible, so I lost track of which was the front and the back. I mixed up the location of where the exploded guy was. It was a bit confusing. I don't know. I'll piece it together. I'll figure it out as I go.
Let them go!
The heck? Holy heck and moly, there's like a free-for-all going on here. People are getting killed left and right here. It's one of the passengers. The lady passenger. Some Ren crewman. Is this that burly guy who threw the spear through the tentacle that one time? There's another body over here as well. That's the captain. What is he? Is he climbing? He likes climbing over stuff. Hey, this is a game where it's probably helpful to review your streams. There's so much information to keep track of that you might remember or notice something you missed. Yeah, it's true. I mean, if we actually are going to have to identify all 60 of these people and find out what happened to them all. Yeah, like I said before, there's a lot to keep in your head. Anyway, so he's shot by a gun. Yeah, by an unknown attacker. I don't know. I don't know who the lady was who shot him. I mean, I suppose. Hold on. Can I select them again? Can I bring this up again? Unknown. I can select these. Unknown officer, unknown seaman. Where's unknown passenger? There's midshipman, passenger, unknown steward, unknown passenger. Here we go. Because they're not going to have a lady in the crew. She's one of the passengers. All right, let's see what this takes me. We're going to find out what happened to this guy. And the Darker Line doing a loop for style points again. Okay.
Last one. Move quick. You'll not take the last one. Down.
They got into a regular old sword fight there. Yeah, I made the comment about like during the Kraken attack and from the other scene, one of these boats was visible airborne, like the tentacles had just thrown it, and like there were three people on board, three unidentifiable people in the distance. Couldn't figure out who they were. Yeah, and I kind of wondered aloud, like, is that an actual lifeboat? It's like that's you know, that's meant to be attached to the side of the ship in case of emergency, or was that just some random boat that happened to be passing by that got tossed by the Kraken? Uh, I get the feeling it's I get the feeling it's a lifeboat, and these and they made the comment like last one, move quick, you'll not take the last boat. It's I get the impression that like, they're down to their last lifeboat. All the others, I don't know how many lifeboats would be on a ship like this. Ah, no, I didn't mean to close that. I was hoping to look at stuff. You can at least confirm that he was stabbed, killed by sword. There's no, yeah, there's no stabbed option. It's either knifed or killed by sword. Let's go with killed by sword. Unknown attacker? I mean, it's this guy. It's unknown crewman, I guess. Yeah, it sure looks like we're only seeing snapshots, but it looks like a lot happened in a short stretch of time. And this is yeah, William Hoskett, the first mate. He shows up a lot here. He participated in the final mutiny right at the end. Never-ending inception, yeah, so it seems. And there's Brennan again, with a club in hand. Alright, do your thing, little pocket watch. Wait, the body's in the lower, the next one's on the lower floor? How does it decide which one's tied to what? Who's this? Presumably it's going to go down here. Part of the ship is this a mess hall? What is this? Yeah, once this thing is finished inceptioning over and over again.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid, where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
Not that. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Curse like that. Does that live for nothing?
Yeah. A curse like that does not lift for nothing. It seems to suggest there's some kind of superstition going on. I mean, being attacked by a horrific beast like the Kraken, or, well, he called it a squid, not a Kraken, fine, whatever. But I kind of wonder if that contributed to their desire to mutiny. Like they just really just did not trust the captain. This guy's cause of death is going to be a little harder to determine, I think. Okay, this is a new guy. We haven't seen him before. This is the guy who was carrying an armload of guns in the previous scene and ended up dying from being shot by a gun. You know, died by the very woman he adored and all that. Here's So you like guns, do you? Yes, exactly. Yeah, and there were a couple of names mentioned there. Yeah. Who's how they die? I don't know yet. I'm just gonna back out and let this do its thing. Oh, are we finally? Have we stopped inceptioning? Yeah. The chained reaction of inceptions is quite disorienting. I mean, oh hello. I saw you before in other memories, but yeah, we don't know anything about you. This is first mate, right? Yeah. William, what's his name? William Huscutt. What's the timeline on this? There aren't any bodies here, so this... They, if this follows the pattern... When it did the inception for on the main deck, they went in reverse chronological order. When it did the inception thing for the cannons during the Kraken attack, it also went in reverse chronological order. So this, assuming it's following that same pattern, this may be the first guy that died in that sequence. And like the oh, there we go. It seems like they carried him in here. Officer's mess. Yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to determine. It's this is the mess hall, right? Here's a map of the ship. So main deck. So we're on the gun deck here. This is where. Oh, what are all these lines here? Are these lines tracing the course of the inceptions? Yeah, from Abigail lying dead here to the guy who was ripped in half to the exploded guy over here. Yeah, the explosion happened in the at the front of the ship, right? And followed from there to the guy who was crushed, to the two guys here, only one of whom is visible. That I'm sort of. I mean, this thing does say that it's some cases I might have to operate by process of elimination. So if I don't find out what happened to the second guy here, I might just list him as having been shot by cannon as well. Like he was in position for it in the previous snapshot. And then this guy got crushed. This guy apparently bled out and died here. Looked like he was stabbed. But yeah, assuming the inception path goes in a reverse chronological order, this is the first one that got killed. Yeah, it even said escape part 1. 5 others are present. On the stern deck, unknown souls killed by a sword by an unknown attacker. These were happening on different decks. Although he was dragged here. So we follow the blood trail. It seems to suggest that whatever happened to him happened right here, I guess. And who's this? It's our dear captain again. It's not letting me walk past him. Just trying to see if he like has a knife in hand or something. I was like half wondering, like, did the captain stab him? This guy's coming from the lower deck, from below the gun deck. Yes, the orlop deck. These headphones still are irking me. Have to figure out where I can get good headphones. And not ones that suck like these ones. Anyway, so this is the first mate. And he's coming out of his quarters. This is his quarters here. So what happened here? How did this play out? Like, he's bleeding. Did he get stabbed? Does he have a knife in him? Like, there's no. It isn't immediately. He bled all Obra Dinn. Haha. Yes. It's not immediately obvious what happened to him. Like, where's the murder weapon? Was it stabbed by a knife, by a sword? What? I don't know. This guy has a pistol strapped to his back here. Which I suspect is maybe what got used against him in the next scene. But yeah, like, how did this play out? Like, whoever stabbed him just ran off, or what? Could this be like? That's what I'm wondering. Like, is this implying that the captain is the one who stabbed him? Because why would the captain be walking away when one of his crew just got stabbed? Like, first mate William Huskett is coming out of his cabin there, maybe possibly in response to the commotion. Although he's one of the mutineers, so. Or it turns out to be one of the mutineers later. Okay. How did I get to that? Hold on. Okay, back out of this. I push this, go back here, bring up the ship, bring up the map of the ship. Okay. This map shows the path of the inceptions, and if I it would appear that all this happened at the same time. Like there was a fight on the main deck at the same time as a fight happening in the gun deck. Okay, so if I go back to this one here, this is the next one in the temporal sequence. Okay, I might have to, okay. So which one is this guy again? Okay. Okay, let's go back to the present. There's an ad break coming up in 4 minutes and 11 seconds. FYI. I'll pause when the ads come on. What do these symbols mean? Disappearances continued? What? 4 wayward souls disappeared during the events of this chapter. Their fates are cataloged here. Who is this? What fate befell them? I don't know. I mean, like these two were on the passengers. They were on board the lifeboat, along with someone else. These aren't blurred. Does that mean I can identify them? Fates are catalog here. So okay. All right. So yeah. So that guy got killed in some manner and then let out there. I can go down to the lower deck and find out what happened there. I want to see what information I can piece together here first. This is the next guy in temporal sequence. Part 2 of 6.
Last one. Move quick.
You'll not take the last punch!
Paul, look out. Okay, so yeah. Whatever motivations people had for doing whatever, like what their reasons for trying to escape or their reasons for fighting or whatever, it seems like I hesitate to say people are on particular sides because there might be more nuance than this person on this side, this person on this side. I mean, they're clearly in conflict with each other, but you know, she cried out no. She's reaching out to him as he's getting stabbed, and then she shoots this guy. So this guy is seemingly trying to help these 4 escape. Where's your hitbox there? I'm trying to... So these 4, yeah, these 4 are trying to escape together. Probably this guy was going to accompany them before he got stabbed. Paul, look out. Does that mean that this guy is Paul? I mean, his face is unblurred. That suggests that how to get out of this thing? I should push tab and then escape. Okay. So presumably this is Paul. So we bring up the crew manifest. I mean, ad break in 26 seconds. Paul is probably going to be a given name. Shoot. Hell. Ad break is imminent. You know what? I'll be right back. And I'm back again. Okay, where was I? Yeah, she called the name Paul, right? So you're looking for someone named Paul in the manifest? I mean, I guess I don't actually have to check the manifest first. I could go straight into the click for the identify. There's Paul Moss, first mate steward from Wales. But yeah, the other guy from the previous scene had a distinctly Scottish accent. I noticed. It's probably might turn out to be the way to identify because I noticed there's like how many people are from Scotland here? 2, 3, including the first mate. Oh yeah. I think the first mate might be the one who was talking to him. Actually, now that I think about it. Fate unknown. Anyway, Paul Moss, first mate steward. Where was he? But yeah, if the William Huscott first mate was participating in the mutiny at the end, it might stand to reason that he was that his steward was working with him. Anyway, yeah, let's name the puppy. I mean, let's put it. That's an obscure reference. Let's. There he is, Paul Moss, first mate steward, killed with a sword. Unknown attacker. We haven't identified this guy yet. Weapon. Yes, I know. This game doesn't let me put weapon as the weapon, though. I don't think we're sticking to fencing terminology here anyway. I am curious. Let's flip to the back cover. Quarters. Which page was the yeah, disappearances? What fate befell them? Is this that person? Okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, so he was helping them escape. Quit it. Push tab, then escape. Okay. There we go. Except you're on the wrong page. It's not the page I expect you to be on. Paul, look out, stop, let them go, no, damn. Okay, so the... Yeah, I don't know who this person is. Just trying to think, if... This unknown soul was sadly defeated by unknown Blizzard Blade of Kyoshu? Great, sure. We're putting Club Meetings references in here now. in case the references weren't obscure enough. Got a notification here. Okay, it's nothing. Okay. So this is happening at the same time as the events below deck. How far does this thing let me go? So this, can I go? I can't go all the way down. Okay. So this guy, met an unknown fate and all. Like, he was dragged here and where he was bled out and died. And Gunman is there, and this guy's looking sad about it. We never found out who his identity is. he gets clubbed by Brennan shortly. And considering Brennan is apparently one of the mutineers, that suggests that he's still loyal to the captain. Which in turn suggests that the gunman here was among the mutineers. And what's going on with this guy here? I don't think I ever found any. I never found any information about this guy. But yeah, while he was bleeding his last here. Hey, Blickerjuice here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, I already said it in your Discord server, but again, apologies for reviewing the recording of the last stream afterward. It was like, why didn't I see that message? You did the Terminus Tangent redeem, which you're actually the first person to ever redeem the Terminus Tangent option, and I was like, oh no, I missed it. I guess I was reviewing the recording, going like how did I miss that? I guess I was just really focused on the game. Thanks for being a good sport about it. I refunded your points, so if you wanted to do the redeem again, you are welcome to do so. I'll try to pay closer attention this time. There are absolutely no worries, haha. Also, that's a cool thing to be first for. Yeah. But right now I'm trying to solve a mystery of sorts. You could call it a murder mystery. There's like sort of a series of mysteries. Some of them murderous in nature. Anyway, so, okay. Trail of blood where he breathes his last there. This guy looking sad about him dying, I guess. For some reason, this guy is standing around the corner here. Don't know what his deal is. While he was breathing his last, in the previous snapshot, first mate was coming out of his quarters here. And now, first mate is up here, running towards the commotion on the deck here, where this dude's getting stabbed. Captain's over here with pistol in the air, but what, about to fire a warning shot, I guess? I don't think there's anyone up there he's shooting at. And this guy's... Why is this guy outside the ship? He's in the middle of... He's climbing onto the deck from off ship. This is the guy who stabs the captain at the end. So he's one of the mutineers. So assuming there are, like, if we assume there are two sides in this conflict, which is not certain yet, I mean, there could be more than two sides for all I know. Maybe it could, it doesn't seem to be like an every man for himself situation. Like, the people are working together. There are conspiracies happening here. Like, these people really wanted to escape for some reason. And these people really wanted to stop them from escaping for some reason. But yeah, first mate's here. Beanie guy Brennan is here. They're running towards the commotion. And Sally Rabbit's here. Welcome to you. How's it going? What's this about? It's a mystery game. It's called Return of the Obra Dinn. The Obra Dinn is the name of this sailing vessel from this 19th century sailing vessel. I'm going to go through this mysterious magic door here. It's going to take me back to the present. Yeah, there's a bit of time travel involved here. This is the present, the ship in the present day. Well, present for the games when the game takes place. Yeah, this mysterious 19th century ship drifted into shore, seemingly with no one aboard. And so our mission to find out what the hell happened to the crew. There are 60 people. Oops, wrong button. This one I went. Yeah. Reportedly 60 people that were supposed to be on board. And we have this this magic pocket watch thing, which takes us back to the moment when someone died. Oh, it just occurred to me. Hey, is that? There's a time displayed on the pocket watch. Is that time significant? Does that perhaps indicate the time they died? Yeah, these ones are later. This guy's going to be earlier, right? Ooh, that could be worth paying attention to then. It encountered some difficulties. That's one way to put it. Yeah. Bizarre story. Yeah, I mean, there's some wild stuff in this. Like we so far we know that there was at one point there was a mutiny. There was some conflict between at least two factions aboard the ship. We also know that at one point a sea monster attacked the ship. There was some kind of kraken. There were like tentacles and all, grabbing the ship, grabbing people off the deck. They tried to shoot it with cannons and so on. But yeah. Okay, let's go back up here. So, yeah, this guy got stabbed by sword by this guy, and then this guy got shot. Oh yeah, and every time we go back in time, we get a brief audio clip of the last moments.
Let them go!
We get and then we get this 3D snapshot in time, the moment of his death. So yeah, passengers were trying to escape on the last lifeboat. He's trying to stop them. He stabbed this guy. She shot him. Two people coming up here. This is the first mate, right? Yeah, this is William Hoscut here. This is Brennan. We've determined their identities. And there's the Okay, in the previous snapshot, the captain was pointing his gun in the air. Now he's pointing the gun at them. Ace Attorney plus time travel? Yeah. But yeah, each time we travel back, we just look at this 3D snapshot. This guy's climbing back on board, curiously. What was he planning to do? I was under the impression that he was trying to escape. And that lady there is just huddled in the bottom of the lifeboat. She took matters into her own hands and just shot him. These, yeah, first mate and Brennan. We know that they were among the mutineers because they were in that final scene. They attacked the captain. There's the captain himself. And this guy, again, he's climbing in from off the ship. Don't know what his story is here. And if we go back down to the lower deck, are we going to see the scene? The scene moved forward in time. Oh wow! Oh, we got an action shot here. Okay. So. Yeah, a lot happened in this few seconds. Okay, so like the guy bleeding out his last, the gunman who was previously sitting here, the guy that was standing in around the corner here previously. I think this is him running off here now. Yeah, that's him. And he has a knife in hand. He's got a pistol strapped to his back. Because he's about to get shot. That's what we determined. Where'd that knife come from? Could that be the knife that he pulled out of the guy, perhaps? Okay, hold on. Let me, let's take a look around here. Oh, I guess there are boundaries to where I'm able to look. Because he's like, this is the guy that was crying a moment ago, and now he's looking up in surprise, like, what? What's happening? Okay. Okay, let's go back to the present. And okay, what were this guy's last words again? Put me down, let go. Easy now, you're in a bad way. The squid, where's my Frenchman? The squid's gone, your mate was torn apart. Verdamp, the beast is dead. How did you kill it? We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold, said he chased it off. You should rest. The captain came up from the hold and said he chased it off? Which it's a wild thing to claim. Is that implying? Is there some kind of some kind of magic going on besides the time travel, the magic time travel watch? Came up from the hold and said he chased the beast off, that giant kraken thing. Curse like that does not live for nothing. Like, okay. So this is listed as the escape, and before that was bargain, which is again, the bargain section will remain unknown until you leave the ship and return the book to me. This happens in between the doom and escape. Yeah, something. Just thinking. Whatever happened at the end of the Kraken attacking, something happened in between the Kraken attack and whatever happened here. Something that we're not going to find out until the end, apparently. In the lazarette? What's the lazarette? Is that part of the ship? I feel like I've seen the word lazarette before. Yeah, okay. It's in the cargo hold. And he said the captain came up from the cargo hold. There's something in their cargo. Like they found something. Maybe they found something magical that the captain used to drive the Kraken away, and now they're suspicious of him, or something. I don't know. I'm just kind of spitballing here. Incidentally, these are completely rhetorical questions. If anyone knows the answers, do not answer, please. Reminder, I frequently ask rhetorical questions as I'm puzzling things out. That does not mean I want them to be answered. This is a game of trying to figure things out. Flip back to escape before. Okay. But yeah, continuing in the path of this guy's the next in the timeline here. Yeah, part 4 of 6. So that conversation we just heard. Ooh. Oh, this guy has a knife in him. So, yeah, so this guy here. This is the guy that was listening at the. Is this you? No, wait, hold on. The guy with the funny hat. Is this the guy that was listening at the door here? I'm just losing track of who's who here. Hold on. I really feel like I need to take notes here. Back to the present. Like if we go back to this one here.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. We're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
That. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the store. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Curse.
I think part of the confusion is there's a. I think some of the audio clips were like, I mean they were overlapping each other. Like I think there were cries and gunshot from the. From the events from the upper deck. So like this guy's coming from the Orlop deck. And the guy with the funny hat was watching him breathe his last and stuff. I'm just trying to trace these through here. Just skip that.
Move quick.
Because this is the next step in the timeline. This is the guy that came from below from the Orlov deck. So he's listening in on them talking. So that conversation where they're talking about the mutiny is presumably these two guys talking. And he overheard them, and then if I zoom in on this guy to go to the next step in the timeline. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me, excuse me. Like this guy just kind of caught by surprise. Like these two were talking about mutiny. He overheard them, started yelling mutiny, mutiny, and then started running away, and this guy came at him with a knife. And then things get a little bit confused, because the next step in the timeline is this one here, right? Yeah.
You have a plan?
Yes. They should use it. Great reputation shares. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
No!
Yeah, so this is these things pinch my ears. It hurts. I hate these headphones. Anyway, this is part of what confused me about what I said. Like maybe there are more than two sides here. Because again, this is the guy. These two are the ones that were seemingly conspiring. Like these are the two that were sitting here, contemplating mutiny. This guy overheard them, started yelling mutiny, mutiny, and then this guy started chasing after him with a knife, apparently stabbed him in the back. Yeah, sadly can't, don't have enough information to identify him, or I mean, we now know that this guy well, I can at least put that he was stabbed, well, knifed. This isn't exactly an unknown attacker, but I mean, we know it was the gunman guy here. And yeah, he got hoisted by his own petard. The pistol that was at his back is no longer there, and he's being shot in the head there. Okay. So yeah, so this guy, yeah, he wasn't so keen on the whole mutiny idea. It seems. Fresh Bastard is presumably the guy chasing him, who chased him with a knife, and the no probably came from this guy saying, like he may have possibly like he had some misgivings about the captain, but wasn't about ready to actually go forward with mutiny, and certainly not okay with stabbing someone just for finding out about it. Let me just hear that play out again. Yeah, another interesting thing was there's a cry for a distant cry in the middle of this one.
You have a plan?
Yes. They should use it. Great reputation shares. Hey, who's there?
Mutiny! Mutiny!
Bastard.
No!
Okay. Lots of subtle voice actor cues. Yeah, yeah. Like the voice and the accent might also be a clue. As I observed, the crew manifest only lists 3 people from Scotland, for instance. Anyway, this is the next guy in the timeline. Immediately after shooting this guy in the head,
What's all this,
just immediately after shooting him, this guy came down and clubbed him. And first mate comes down, sees this guy crawling in here. This is Can we go past? Pardon, Mr. William Hosgood, you're blocking the way. I kind of wanted to see what's happening on the above on upper deck. Hold on. Hold on, let's come back. Okay. Am I able to go up on the main deck in this memory here? Just skip that. Yeah, so here's Brennan. He's about to club that guy to death. And here's first mate Hoscott. He's about to but what's going on here? The lifeboat is gone. He's like throwing the body overboard. Why is he doing that? This is yeah, it's this guy again. Yeah, this is that burly guy who we saw saw throw a spear at the Kraken earlier. Where'd the captain go? Is that him? Looking distraught? But yeah, the lifeboat is gone. Presumably with the 4 people on board. Paul Moss, the first mate's steward, his body is gone, which suggests, was he also thrown overboard? Is this guy just getting rid of the evidence? Just tossing people overboard? Like, what's the captain think of all this? Like, he looked like he was he's like firing a warning shot in the air earlier, like he was trying to discourage them from whatever they were doing. But yeah, the 4 people from the lifeboat are now absent, and as is the lifeboat itself. So I guess they got away? Having a bad day, yeah. I suppose I can go through any of these doors. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Alright, okay. Just trying to... Yeah, sorry if it feels like I'm like dawdling too much, wandering around looking at things. I'm trying to take in every detail that I can. I don't know... It's hard to know which details are going to be important, you know? But the guy that was stabbed by the gunman over here crawled over here. There's a knife on the... I guess I don't know, either pulled the knife out or it fell out, I don't know. But this is the last person to die in this particular sequence.
Oh no! You're cut!
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
So yeah, so after crawling here, first mate found him, breathed his last and all that. Oh, I guess he has his hand to his ear to indicate that he's listening to his name being called. Is that how we identified him? This guy's got his arms out. He's very selfishly blocking the way to the deck, so I can't see what's happening up there. Pardon me, sir. Oh well. Sometimes the cues are not subtle. Yeah. and you know, first mate William Hoskett started the dialogue by going, "Ugh, no," to indicate that he's Scottish. Ugh, exactly. Yeah, this detail here. Tell Pete's mother I try my best to pull him back to save him. That's probably an indication. I mean, when else did we see this guy? Come to think of it, can we? 9 memories, because he showed up. Still appears in 9 memories. First memory A2, perished in escape, part 6. If I click in here, hold on. Yeah, this guy's shown up a bunch of times. It doesn't have a list of the 9 memories. Like, I can't just pull up a list and say go to this one, go to this one. Show memories on deck map. Okay. Because I was kind of wondering if, because he says he tried to save Pete, and I kind of wondered if that helps us identify because there's still a couple memories from the Doom missing. On the bow. Oh, hey. He's not grayed out anymore. Yeah, because this guy, I do believe. Hold on. Go back. God, get in my way. I tried to pull him back. I think this is the guy, because the guy who, pardon me, the guy who got exploded on the main deck had a safety line tied to him. Not that guy. He was torn in half. This is the exploded guy in the Peter Griffin pose. Yeah, skip that. Anyway. Yeah, he's being exploded. And he's tied. Yeah, the safety line connects him to this guy. And it's him. Same guy. There we go. So, wait. Is that the same guy? Hold on. This guy's blurred. Shoot. Maybe not the same guy. I was thinking. I was briefly thinking, oh, maybe this is the guy. For that matter, this guy doesn't seem to be blurred. Was there something that identified him? Come to think of it, I don't think he's been blurred for a while. Ah, right. Yeah. The exploded guy is Pete. Yeah, okay. I'm confusing myself here. So who's Pete? Is there someone down here? Okay, there is someone named surnamed Peter. Okay, there are a couple of people surnamed Peters. But he referred to him as Pete, which could maybe indicate a given name rather than a surname. And so there's someone named Peter over here. Like, addressing someone as Pete, like Pete is obviously it's like a nickname for someone named Peter. So like my instinct is to suggest that it's Peter Milroy, midshipman, who got blown up, and not one of the others. Samuel Peters, seaman, or Nathan Peters, seaman, from England, respectively. I mean, both from England. This guy's also from England. I think I want to call this guy Peter Milroy the. I'm tempted to call him the midshipman. Where is he? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there are precious few occasions when someone's name gets mentioned. Those are the only chances to identify them. But yeah, seriously though. Life at Sea sketch. So, like, mousing over the people, most of them are blurred, right? That's their default thing. Their default state. Yeah, this guy is definitely not blurred. That suggests that I know who he is. Was there a line of dialogue somewhere where I learned his identity and I don't recall? Because this is making me feel like I missed something. Okay, let's go back to the Doom. Low move hands, aim level, ready, no belay spark. No names mentioned there. This one just says the fuse. This is a guy getting crushed by the cannon. What is happening here? Loose cannons. She's healing over. Find your footing. Get to the main bit quick. Hold on. Throw the powder. What's this? Get to the main bit. Bit spelled with 2 T's. What does that even mean? Like, it's not capitalized. It's not someone's name. I think bit might be. Is that some kind of 19th century shipping term? The main bit? I don't know. This one doesn't even have any dialogue. It's just sound effects of him getting ripped in half. Bit equals those columns in either a ship or a dock where you wrap the rope around. Ah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. The passenger is crushed by a terrible beast. Martin, where's the captain? Have you lost your mind? Get back inside. I want my husband. Where is he? He's below deck. Come here. And again, that's referring to Martin, the third mate. And no other names are mentioned. Okay, what if we skip to the end? The only dialogue here: captain, over the door, kick in unless we break it down and take one of those shells. You bastards may take exactly what I give you. Again, no names mentioned there. This is the struggle between Brennan and the captain, where they must be here someplace or at the bottom of the sea. That's a lie. And then, yeah, there's no dialogue here. That's just the captain getting stabbed in the back and then turning around and whacking the guy over the head. And then Captain Witterell, just before shooting himself, Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything. Yeah, so apparently overcome with guilt for killing his brother-in-law, like his wife's brother. But I think there's more guilt than just that. He says, "Please forgive me for everything," implies that there's more that he did that is and his first mate. Yes, that's true. He had to go take care of dinner. How's it going? Yeah, still puzzling things out. No one else was present. Apparently I'm missing something significant here. Like I took notice of the fact that you bring up the life at sea sketch, and most of the people are blurred out. Standard for this game. Like the blurred out indicates that you don't have any means of identifying them. But this guy's not blurred out too. When did this guy even show up? One memory? First memory, 88? Which one is that? In the Abigail memory? Course news, postmortem, 10 others were present. Yeah, I think I think you're right, Diablo, that this is the kind of game it might be worth reviewing the earlier recordings, because I didn't take enough notice about the fact that one of the characters ceased to be blurred out, which meant that something happened that enabled me to identify him, and I didn't realize. I have to be more observant about that, I guess. But yeah, there's no run button in this. Okay, we're going to slowly plod back over here because I am curious to go back to Abigail's memory here. Also, there's an epic coming up in 4 minutes, 24 seconds, FYI. Um, yeah, apparently she was the last one killed in the Kraken attacking. Judging by the fact that part 8 of 8 of Doom, because then it go. I don't know. There's another page in the Doom. Oh, okay. There are a few more pages in the Doom. Never mind. Maybe there's stuff that we haven't uncovered yet. Although these pages are labeled conclusions, so maybe it still means that she's the last one that got killed. And third mate Martin Parrott indicated that the captain was below deck, and his wife is wondering where he is. She's looking for him. You know, like my first impression of Abigail wandering around on the main deck asking where her husband is while these giant tentacles are ripping the ship apart is is she out of her mind? She's just doesn't have a head for priorities, you know? Like, she's just some spoiled rich lady who just expects to be catered to. Like, oh, you're being ripped apart by giant tentacles, whatever. Can you take me to my husband now? And you know, and third mate, you know, Martin Pear's like, what is wrong with you? You know? But then again, hey, indications from the other thing, like, the other guy said that the captain said that he drove the beast away by doing something in the cargo deck, you know, 3 decks lower. Which kind of makes me wonder, like, there's some kind of, maybe there is some kind of magical curse going on, like something in their cargo drew the beast to them, you know, and the captain did something with the cargo, maybe that the bargain that's alluded to over over ahead here. Maybe the bargain was some kind of horrible magical bargain that the captain made with some, I don't know, horrible entity from beyond or whatever. You know, maybe this really is Lovecraftian. I don't know. Maybe Abigail's urgency in trying to find the captain wasn't because she's just some. Maybe she. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it wasn't because she just has bad priorities. Maybe she urgently needed to stop him from doing whatever he was doing. You know? Abigail Hospital was killed by having no survival instincts. You're right. Yeah. This guy is. Oh, that's Paul. Okay, he was the one that was helping the passengers escape, and here are the 2 passengers. Well, the guy who would later try to help the passengers escape. And here's Gunman. He's got a pistol in each hand, shooting at the giant tentacled beast here. Ad break is imminent. We'll ponder this more when I get back. I will. And back again. So disconcerting when the music cuts out when I alt-tab out. Anyway. Yeah, I just wanted to come back to this memory here because I want to see if there's something I'm missing, something else I can determine. Says 10 others were present. Well, let's count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's you again. That's 6. He's dead, so he doesn't count. 7, 8. This is well, shoot. He this is the guy who. What even happened to this guy? He was the one that crawled into the room and expired after having a few last words. He apparently survives this despite having this thing wrapped around his left arm like that. I mean, the Kraken is apparently strong enough to rip a grown man in half. So having it wrap around his arm, I mean, it would be amazing if his arm isn't broken after that. Well, although the tentacle has been stabbed twice. Well, the point of the sword is coming all the way through. Sorry, weapon. Crazy Kaylee. The weapon is stabbed all the way through. I don't know. The tentacle being stabbed by a sword didn't stop it from ripping the guy in half. Maybe 2 stabs were enough to stop it from breaking his arm. I don't know. In any case, this guy apparently survived the Kraken attacking. I just like saying Kraken attacking. It's a good phrase, yeah. Yeah, seriously though, 10 other people present, supposedly. And I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So where are the other 2? Are they above? Up in the rigging, maybe? Oh yeah, this guy. And he's unblurred. Why would he be unblurred? One memory. The fact it says one memory. Depicted in Justice's C sketch. First memory 88. 88 being this page here. So the one memory doesn't include the Justice's C sketch. This is the only time I've seen this guy. If it's the only time I've seen him, how is it I'm able to identify him? Allegedly, supposedly, there's enough information to say his identity. I'm at a loss here. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Like, is it like, is this one of those things where I have to identify him by his like an ethnicity or something, like, or Like, is there something I'm missing along those lines? Or am I supposed to identify him by, like, whether he's, like, midshipman or topman or seaman? Like, there are multiples of each of those positions. I don't know. There's one person who's an artist, apparently. The purser? Helmsman? Bosun, bosun's mate, surgeon, surgeon's mate, carpenter, carpenter mate, cook, butcher, gunner, gunner's mate, purser, helmsman, artist. Like, am I supposed to identify him by his, like, profession or something? The inconveniently placed tentacle stopping me from climbing up there to get a closer look. And the wave on this side spreading the same. Okay, so if I come out of this memory here, yeah, seriously though, there's still one other person unaccounted for. It doesn't count dead people. So who's the 10th person? There he is. Holy moly. Yeah, because look at the picture. Like, am I supposed to be able to identify from the picture who's a midshipman and who's a topman and who's a seaman and who's an officer? Like, okay, the officers, I guess they have the fancy hats, but I don't know, not necessarily. I don't know. She's not blurred, and she's not blurred. Like, we know they're passengers. Like, this guy's still blurred. He looks like he's being grabbed by the beast. And this is the last memory in this timeline, in this section. Can I climb on top of this thing? No? Okay. Ooh, I can pass right through this. Okay. Let's back to the present. So Abigail was part 8 of the Doom. Hold on. Yeah. I'm just looking at the time on the pocket watch. Because it indicates, is it? Just come back to this one over here. This is part 6 of the Doom. Okay, just sort of the guy that got ripped in half was the next one. I mean, I could just abandon looking at these memories here and just go to the next deck, where I think the game seems to be trying to lead me to go. I just want to puzzle out as much as I can before moving on. If I go through too many flashbacks in this too short a time, it's just going to overload the brain and. This one says 12 others are present. Let's count them out here. This guy again. 1, 2. 3, 4. Which one are you again? 5. 6. It's you again. Isn't this the same guy who was being grabbed by the tentacle in the previous scene? And by the previous scene, I mean the later scene. Is there a way we can zoom in on those people there and find out who they are? Like, are those 3 people lost? Oh, hey. There's a chunk of tentacle here. I think that chunk of tentacles got blown off by the explosion. Pardon me. Good job, Pete. Huh. Seriously, again, this is me double check. I want to run. It's moving around so slowly. It gets a little annoying sometimes. Like that's the same guy from this memory. Just click through it. Yeah, it's him. So after being on the deck for whatever reason, he decided to climb the rigging and then got grabbed by the beast. This may be one of those things where I'm like as the game said earlier, like I have to draw my conclusions based on partial information and partial, from process of elimination. Like if that's the last scene we have that guy and he's being grabbed by the Kraken, we might just have to assume that the Kraken killed him. Same with the guy that was being grabbed and held upside down over here. I just noticed that this mast is cracked here, like it's bent. And the sail's all ripped up. Yeah, more ripped sails over here. Because I didn't really take a close look at it before. Oh well. Yeah, everything in the game can be hard to deduce. Yeah, there's like I feel like I feel like I'm missing stuff here. Just from the fact that there are so many people that are unblurred now. Like the tattoo guy here. Like he's no longer blurred. At what point did he stop being blurred? At what point did the game say, okay, you know enough to deduce his identity? Or these people, like the passengers, for that matter. Like, hold on, let's look at, okay, bring up the passenger manifest here. Like, how many passengers are there? Like, okay, they're the 4 people who are the Formosa royalty. Okay, fair enough. And beyond that, okay, hold on. Okay, so they're sorted by type here, right? They got all the seamen at the bottom, all the topmen over them, 3 midshipmen, the 4 stewards, well, mate stewards, and then the captain's steward, and the ship steward, 4 Formosan royalty, and beyond that there are 4 passengers. One of them is the captain's wife, who we've identified, and then there's yeah, 3 other passengers. There's Nunzio Pasqua, Emily Jackson, and Miss Jane Bird. Like, I would hazard a guess that Emily Jackson and Jane Bird are the two other women, like these 2. But which one's which? Like, one of them appears to be older than the other. Is that a clue? Or, I mean, one of them is specified as Miss, which seems to just, is going to that old school differentiation of Miss for unmarried and Mrs. for married. So I don't know. Maybe the older one who's holding hands with the guy. Are we supposed to assume that she's married and therefore not Miss, and the younger one here is the Miss? Like, wait, what? This is a deduction rating? Oh, okay. We're getting more gameplay information here. A higher rating means that it will be more difficult to deduce this person's identity. Focus on the easily deduced identities first, leave the more difficult ones for later. There's a question mark here. Oh, hey. Oh, neat. Guidance, identifying people, deduction ratings, fate validation, using the books generally, and bookmarks. Okay, hey, this could be useful information. First face no longer blurred, which means they can now be identified. Use the book and the pocket watch to gather enough information to deduce their identity. Revisit memories on the ship using the pocket watch to study relationships, appearances, and activities. Use the book maps, crew manifest, and art sketches, pages 2 to 4, along with individual conversation logs to find clues about names, relationships, appearances, and roles. There were 60 people on the ship when it left England. Show me everyone's identity and fate will not be easy. I hate these headphones. They're still pinching my earlobes. Decisive information is rare. This is I do remember this. Can I? Can I, okay, I can't click through this faster. I clicked. There we go. So deduction rings. Is this going to be the same message we just saw? Okay. Fate validation? This may or may not be correct. So it sets of 3. And then paste 2 out the information types that into the book. Yeah. Then using the books generally? Position each page and note any names that are mentioned. Refer to the ship map and pay attention to the labels of rooms where people or objects are found. Use origins, roles, and relationships from depictions in the artist's sketch. Okay. Yeah, depictions of the artist's sketch is a notable resource as well, I suppose. Use the manifest to see all crew and passenger information in one place. Origins can give clues to a person's appearance or accent. Yeah, so I was getting earlier, like, oh man, I'm gonna have to. Roles can give clues about where people are found on the ship and their relationships with others. Each person's manifest number is unique and may be useful in identifying them. The numbers is relevant too? So if I click on this person, there are 3 triangles. Like she also has 3 triangles above her head there. This guy has 2 triangles. Hold on. Do more triangles indicate that it's harder? Higher rating means it'll be more difficult. Okay. More triangles is harder, yeah. One memory. First memory 84. Peter Milroy midshipman was blasted by an explosion. This guy has 2 triangles. Hold on. What about this guy? He has 1 triangle. Okay, Paul Moss. I identified him because he's called by his name Paul. And this one has a big check mark. This is one of the first people identified, and it's typesetted. It's not like handwritten. So this only has 1 triangle. Okay. Yeah, I have to do something about these headphones are terrible. I have to take them off for a bit because they're pinching my earlobes. Like, it is actually getting quite painful. There's a reason I used the other headphones for 10 years, 10 plus years. How many? I don't remember when I got them. I've been using them for a while now. I think about it. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, those four people, they were on the they're on the lifeboat, and I'm tempted to like list their fate as being like having escaped or something. We don't actually know that for sure, but we do have to make some guesses about things that we don't actually know. Like men unknown fate. Like if we click alive, oh, we have to specify where they are? Okay. Yeah, I definitely can't specify that. All we know, or at least all we suspect, is that she was on board that last lifeboat. For that matter, yeah, if we go to the escape, well, here you go. I guess this big X indicates where they were at the time this took place. So yeah, if they went off the lifeboat, we don't know where they went. We don't know, like there are multiple possible destinations around here. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm guessing. Yep. I had a feeling the Orlop deck would be opened up now. I kind of want to like wrap up the stream soon because partly because this thing is pinching my brain and it's really uncomfortable. Like these headphones are kind of horrible. They're the ones that came with this mic, by the way. This this mic which is bolted to the desk. It's a good place to stop before you start new doubtless endless inceptioning. That was my worry, that it's going to go into a whole bunch of back-to-back inceptions, and let's just go back. I want to check these memories again. I'm curious where the point of overlap with the lower deck.
Move quick.
You'll not take the last portion.
One of those cages is. Why is it on the other side of the railing there? Is that one of the cages that had the animals in it? I did notice that we had some appearing, disappearing cages with animals earlier in the other scene, and this takes place afterward, and there's no animal in it. I don't know if the animal's taken below or let go or or eaten by the Kraken. I don't know. I'm just curious about.
Let them go.
Like, I was kind of wondering how about the overlap in the timelines because because you hear the other flashback down below, you hear a distant voice of someone crying out, and it didn't sound like either of these. You don't hear the gunshot. You know, it just kind of made me wonder. I wonder if there's something else going on, like even lower deck, maybe in the Orlop deck. There's yet another altercation happening. But the way they're laid out in the book, though, it seems to indicate they're distinct, separate timelines, or different segments of the timeline. Actually, hold on. Go back. And the cage is still there. Yeah. Like I said, I'm thinking of wrapping up the stream soon. I just want to see if I can determine some other things before I rather than going to the back-to-back conceptions, and just check this guy's audio again.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Curse like that. Does that need for nothing?
It's a heartbeat sound effect accompanying his last moments there. Your friend, the Frenchman, was torn apart. Can I look at the crew manifest? Who's from France? Charles Minor, bosun's mate, is from France. Anyone else from France? Is there only one person from France? Oh, okay. There actually is only one person from France. All right. The line about the Frenchman was all the more significant. Okay, so I think that means Tattoo Guy is Charles Minor, bosun's mate. Does that mean that this guy's the bosun? Hold on. Okay, well, I think I can just jump to him from here. Charles Minor, bosun's mate, France. Is that enough to? It wasn't enough for this thing to go, oh hey, you discovered 3 identities and now we can consider them properly solved. What? Hold on, let me just. I want to hear that dialogue again.
Put me down. Let go.
Easy now. You're in a bad way.
Mr. Squid. Where is my Frenchman?
The squid's gone. Your mate was torn apart.
The cat. The beast is dead. How? How did you kill it?
We didn't. It left with the storm. Captain came up from the hold. Said he chased it off. You should rest.
Curse like that. Does that need for nothing?
Yeah, put me down. I think I do believe that's supposed to be an Austrian accent. I think we're supposed to conclude that he's the bosun who's from Austria. Like, he's not the only one from Austria listed here, but like I think yeah, he's supposed to be the bosun, and Charles Minor was the bosun's mate, so. I'm gonna go ahead and declare this guy was the bosun. Interesting, it's crossed out here. Yeah, don't actually know what happened to him though. Where's the knife? This guy had a knife in hand when he chased after this guy. There's no knife like on the floor. There's no immediately apparent knife in this guy. What happened to this guy? Like, okay, he's in 3 memories. Parish Escape Part 1, first memory on page 86. What was he doing in page 86? So he's one of the people present when if he's one of the people present when Bosun's mate was ripped apart, then why wasn't he aware of that? Hold on, let me. I'm curious. It said he was present. Because this is just some guy. There he is. So yeah, I guess he just didn't realize he got ripped in half. And this is part 7. Bosun, Men, Unknown Fate. First memory, page 86. And this is page 86, when Charles Minor, Bosun's mate, was torn apart. So he wasn't present in this one here. There's their quarters, Bosun's mate there. Yeah, again, the fact that they're not blurred out. Even though they're quote unquote high difficulty, it suggests that I'm supposed to be able to determine who's who. Emily Jackson, Miss Jane Bird, both of them are from England. Are they supposed to be related? Like, they look kind of similar. I kind of wondered if she's like supposed to be your brother or something. Emily Jackson. Is there anyone else named surname Jackson? I wonder. The other pastor's Nunzio Pasqua from Italy. Maybe the captain was the only one privileged to have his wife aboard. Maybe I'm trying too hard to puzzle out things that I don't have enough information to confidently determine. It's just, they're no longer blurred. That just makes me think, oh, there's got to be something I'm missing. Any of these others unblurred? Unblurred photographs are a great taunt to the game, to the player. Yeah. This person that's hanged here, I can't zoom in on him. I wonder what that's about. Like, I wonder... I mean, I could just put their identities like these ones are not zoom inable. I guess they have because they have their back to the camera. It might actually be prudent to count the people on here. Like, are these people? Yeah, I think these might be the Formosan royalty here, because she's wearing the same outfit here as here. And like, this guy might be this guy here, the king and queen or emperor, empress, whatever title they carry. ES. Oh wow, it lets me zoom in on the ES. I mean, Henry Evans is the one who sent us this book, allegedly. What does ES stand for? Isaac Star? Is that a? Could that be some kind of nod to the continuity of Papers, Please? That is not an invitation to answer that question. It's just something that crossed my mind. Because there was that weird sparkly thing that I kept saying, that reminds me of the Isaac Star from Papers, Please. Yeah, and they say that their details from the picture gives clues to identities, like things like this group over here is they've got some kind of gambling going on here. They're playing a dice game. 5 dice? Are they playing Yahtzee? There could very well be like a reference to gambling coming up somewhere, which is going to be a clue. Yeah, and the outfits, the uniforms could very well be clues about what role people are in, and I may not be paying close enough attention to that. In any case, I'm tempted. I mean, this might be a mistake, but I'm tempted to list this lady as Miss Jane Bird, and this one as Emily Jackson. I could be wrong. Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know. I can change it later. I mean, it's either like it's either write down the names now and try to keep in my head, but this might be wrong, or not write it in there and try to keep in my head that this is what I deduced earlier. I mean, or I could just take notes outside of the game, I suppose. It's just the fact that they're unblurred makes me think maybe this is the game prompting me to do that. Okay, screw it. I'm counting them. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29. So I count 29 in the upper pictures there, including the Formosan royalty. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59. I count 59. Shoot, did I miss somebody? Is the 60th person the guy being hanged? Or did I miscount? Either one seems possible at the moment. Hold on. Let me count these. Maybe I should be counting these. Maybe I shouldn't do this off on stream. Maybe I should try to figure out these details off stream. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 22, 25. Yeah, I'm coming up with the same numbers. Uh, 31, 32, 35, 6, 7, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and then, yeah, I think the hanged person here is the 60th person. And this is going to be one of those process of elimination things here. Well, okay. All right. Okay. Okay, so I think when it comes to this game, solving the puzzles and digging through clues and information is probably the idea. Once you've seen most of the death scenes, I don't know if there's a whole lot of action for the game to have. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, anyway, on that note, I think it's probably a good note to end the stream on. Yeah, I don't know if I feel like I got. I don't know. If I feel like I got a lot accomplished today. You know, like I don't know. It's hard to. It feels like I'm spending a lot of time just staring at the screen and going and what could that mean at least I hope it's at least somewhat interesting to see the process of my deductions and so forth. I don't know. It's hard to gauge these things. Like it's hard to gauge if this is like the game really has no actual action, just all deduction, baby. Yeah. Like yeah, it's hard to gauge it. Like, am I doing this fast? Am I doing it slow? Yeah, just trying to puzzle this stuff out. In any case, I think I'm going to give a raid to. It's definitely something for particular eyes. Yes, yeah. Yeah, and you know, and because this is the thing, you know, like I've said before, I'll say it again. Like it's easy to get caught up in worrying about, oh no, is this entertaining enough to the audience? And you know, sometimes I'm gonna give a rate to Lyra Jones. Thanks, acknowledged. Total genre change. Well, whatever. Just finish up what I'm saying here. Yeah, she's playing a dystopian, post-apocalyptic cyberpunk thing. I know her from being rated by a coder the other day. She's cool. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, you know, like it's easy to get caught up in thinking, oh no, what if this isn't entertaining enough? But some people like to have something, you know, some quiet plotting, you know, a stream of conscious rambling of, you know, this is like maybe ASMR-ish quality of voice, just rambling about whatever, and you know, sometimes that's good enough. So, you know, some people like to just have something on the background while they do other things, and that's fine too. So yeah, like it's probably fine. But yeah, that's all for now. Until next time.